when I was a teenager, before I had the abortion. I saw my bedroom exactly as it was, and I actually have pictures of my room posted on another blog of at that exact time. In this dream, I saw those things. I saw all my old wild posters and decorations and jewelry and clothing, all these things that were part of me before I trashed them all, just trashed them and threw away my old identity. And I looked around the room and it was just a really happy feeling. And Jesus was there. He was sitting on my bed. And he pointed to this wicker basket. I used to have this wicker basket that I kept all my special things in, and he told me to open it up. And I opened it up, and it had a lot of my old things inside, and I was so happy. I was like, oh, I remember this, and he was smiling. Jesus was sitting there smiling, watching me go through my things. These things I had thrown away. Trying to throw away myself. And he asked me to come sit down beside him. And he hugged me. And he said, I have a gift for you. And he held out his hand. And in his hand was half of a heart. And then I looked in my hand, and in my hand, I had the other half. I'm not sure exactly how this went, but I just remember there were two halves of one broken heart. I think it was on a necklace. He gave me a necklace that had the other half, and he put them together, and they fit together perfectly, and the heart was made whole. And he said, I am restoring you. I am healing your broken heart. And I felt joy. I felt real joy. And he hugged me. And when I woke up the next morning, I sat up, I bolted up and realized what I had dreamed, and I knew it was real. I knew I had spent time with Jesus. I knew. I bolted out of bed, and I walked into the kitchen. I walked through the kitchen to the dining room to tell my mom. She was up, and I was about to start talking. I was about to say, Mommy, you are not going to believe what just happened. But before I could tell her, she said, where's Sonny? And I said, Sonny's not here. And Sonny is my cousin. And during those years, he would come over a lot and hang out with me. And like one or two times he would crash out there at the apartment. And she asked where he was. I said, he's not here. She said, what, is he asleep on the floor in your room? I said, no, he's not here. And she said, well, who was that walking behind you last night when you went to bed? I said, nobody. There's nobody else here. She goes, Amy, there was a man walking behind you when you went to bed last night. I wasn't asleep yet. I was sitting up. I saw you walk to bed, and there was a tall blonde man following behind you. I said, oh, Mommy. And I broke down crying. I said, oh, Mommy, I have to tell you. And she listened in awe as I told her the dream. And she shook her head and she cried and she said, Amy, God is with you. God is with you. I don't know if that was a guardian angel she saw or Jesus. I have no idea. I didn't see him. And I even asked her, I said, are you sure it wasn't the blanket I was carrying? Because I was carrying a blanket with me. She goes, no, Amy. There was a tall blonde man following behind you. You know, and I had just prayed before walking